Hello, my name is Toni Gist, and I'm going to talk to you about why I'm leveraging artificial intelligence or AI in my classes. In fact, I've leaned into it so much that I have created an AI-driven ebook with a company that I work with. So let me kind of share with you my screen and we can go from there. So first, let's talk about why I'm leveraging AI in my online learning, as well as in the learning management system, Canvas. Why was I motivated to integrate it? Well, one of the reasons is because, in my opinion, the train is leaving the station. We can either hop on that train or we can get left behind. So to me, it was essential for me to understand how I can best teach my students as the landscape of education changes. So as we continue on, I am now teaching using an AI-driven ebook. And the reason that I was inspired to convert my textbook into an e-text was because Title II is coming down the pipeline. We need to make sure that our course materials are completely accessible to every single student in all circumstances. And so what I did was I extracted some of the core concepts from my class learning objectives, from my material. I structured the content all this summer, and then I formatted it for AI training. I passed it off to a company where then they could take it and integrate it into a low-cost AI-driven ebook for my students. And one of the things I love about this is that I'm training the bot. So the AI understands the course philosophy as well as the terminology, and so it can use it accurately and with precision. And the reason that I like this is because rather than students going out into ChatGPT or Gemini or other things that are going to have chatbots, I want a closed system chatbot that only pulls from my vetted course materials. It doesn't pull from any outside content, because as we start asking those tough concepts and questions about them to a chatbot, if the chatbot is pulling from blogs or YouTube that influencers are uploading, but isn't necessarily scientifically correct, it can actually reinforce some of that misinformation and misunderstandings. So I wanted to make sure that we had this closed system. I can actually watch what's going on real time, and it assures academic accuracy with regard to students' understanding. It limits misinformation, and it can also build trust between them and systems that are designed properly. I found that students send me more emails that are deeper as far as the learning is concerned. So they're not asking the really simple questions. They're asking things that are like a little bit more complex, a little bit more difficult when they email me. And so, what I want to kind of reflect on is that I decided to implement a new system using AI because teach anywhere between 700 to 1,200 students per semester, so this is scalable. It allows for student engagement as well as my teaching team to engage with the material, and it allows for accessibility as we get closer to that Title II. So, a print book may not allow accessibility for all. And so with the student demographics, I've found that it works for pretty much everyone. Our undergraduate students are the ones that I primarily teach. However, I have a lot of non-traditional learners. I have international students where English is their second language. And I feel like this would translate well to the graduate level too, especially if you're expecting your graduate students to think at a higher, kind of like higher on that Bloom's taxonomy. And what I noticed is, like I said, fewer basic questions about when things are due or how to best study or what the definition of something is, but there's deeper peer interaction. And we are currently collecting data. So if you want to jump on and join us in this data collection or evaluation, let me know. Because to me, I feel that AI is not going to replace me as an educator. What it's going to do is it's going to extend my reach. It's going to allow students to ask questions of me, or of my material 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And so it's definitely something that I'm pretty excited about. And I'm not scared about the AI technology replacing me. I feel like AI and I can partner together to make sure that our students are taken care of best. So, with that in mind, if you have any questions, reach out to me, Toni Gist, and I'm happy to continue the conversation.